Rest in the metaverse.
All right, perfect.
Well, another year.
Meta makes drastic workforce decision after 73 billion in losses.
Another year, another massive tech flop.
Yeah, what actually happened to the metaverse? Because didn't they spark all that stuff with like the new Quest headset that came out and nobody fucking bought it? Because VR as a whole is like the least appealing fucking future technology ever. Like, I have a VR headset only because I stream. Like, I would genuinely say I have $1,000 Valve headset. It is a waste of money. Any VR headset is a waste of money. VR was cool in 2017. I love that take. When VR first came out, it was like, whoa. And then you realize everything's turbo undeveloped, and the majority of VR games are over-expensive PC games with 20% the mechanic capability. It's like, dude, you could shoot your own weapon. And then you're sitting there going like this with the trigger, trying to like reload the gun. Or you're trying to grab it out of your holster and you're like, oh, the realism. Hold up, I gotta shoot this guy. Meanwhile, you got this blocky headset on. It sucks. That, and then the metaverse just felt like The Sims 2. Like, this felt like you're doing VR of a game made in 2010.
Look back on. Because the 2020s have been a phenomenal decade for complete and utter shit. First, there was the explosion of non-fungible tokens in 2021.
And oh my god, bro. NFTs. Ugh. People still have Bored Apes. Are Bored Apes still worth a lot of money? They have to be. Maybe not like hundreds of thousands of dollars anymore, but I feel like a Bored Ape still has to be like, bro, there has to be Bored Apes worth like 20K, right?
Right after was every tech giant's historic glazing of the metaverse.
Joe Bartcoin. I never had an NFT. I did have a crypto coin. Never promoted it though. It was on Rally way back. It was a creator coin network. It was like me, Stans, H1T1, a bunch of people had them. And they created the coin, never promoted it. And they would give you like weekly rewards for just owning the coin. I would invest it into my own coin. It would give me a bonus, and then I would reinvest it and then pulled it all out. And then my friend told me to put money in Shiba Inu, and I put $500 in Shiba Inu and lost it all.
Y'all remember when every
And then I was like, yeah, crypto's kind of ass.
company and tech bro said that the metaverse will be the future?
Ass. The friend that told me he would die about it if there was a terrorist on his plane was the same guy that told me to invest in Shiba Inu. So when I say my friend, it's not different friends. A lot of these stories are like one guy. Same guy that was like, dude, I'm dying about it. Told me to buy Shiba Inu.
Or that virtual reality would replace the internet? Well, half a decade later, and the only thing I remember the metaverse for is, But what the hell even is the metaverse? Where did this thing even come?
Isn't it just like VR chat on Facebook? Like, that's how I thought the metaverse was like, bro, but wasn't the metaverse like some shit where you could buy like digital real estate? Or am I thinking of some other shit some creator did? Bro, couldn't you own like a house in the metaverse or something? What am I thinking of?
Come from, and how did $100 billion investment dollars go down the drain with this idea? Well, it's pretty obvious root this entire mess from the company that renamed themselves to it.
Yo, I respect the Mark Zuckerberg technological showcases that he does though when they dud on screen. He'll be wearing like the meta glasses and he'll be like, call mom, and it like glitches out and he's like, I'm selecting something, and it just doesn't work. Like, and there's a whole audience of people just like, this is the future.
Date is October 28th, 2021, and the world's greatest quote-unquote human, Mark Zuckerberg, reveals that they renamed the parent company of...
God, man, he looks so much better now. Holy fuck, dude. That haircut, like, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, Joe, you have that haircut. Bro, I do not have that haircut like that, bro. That shit is whack. Oh my God. It literally looks like it was cut with scissors. Like the whole way, like literally like he took like just office scissors.
All of our favorite data harvesters from
Somebody's welfare.
Facebook to Meta to unify their products under one brand, expand their portfolio beyond Facebook, and shift their focus to building the metaverse. With
Is that a bird with a ball sack?
absolutely nothing to do with this massive data breach or this internal documents leak. Absolutely nothing to do at all.
Privacy and safety need to be built into the metaverse from day one. You'll get to decide when you want to.
Now, since Meta is a billion-dollar company, you'd expect this hour-long announcement to hit a home run, get you excited.
Yo, and who's watching that? Like, dude, the metaverse and how we'll build it together, Connect 2021. Oh my God, I need to tap in.
Announcement to hit a home run, get you excited to the metaverse, changing the
Yo, you know who watched that? Brady. My editor, my VOD guy. Brady would watch that. Brady would watch that. Brady would watch like an hour-long video about like the spec updates on like an individual graphics card.
world forever.
And then he would explain it to me in like riveting detail, and you could tell he's like, this is the coolest shit ever.
Most importantly,
Dude, you don't understand. There's more cores. I'm not a PC expert, so I'm not going to make sense. But he'll be like, dude, you don't understand the amount of wattage this thing puts out. The amount of RAM. Like, oh.
convince you to invest
You
in
have a 5080? No, I have a 4090.
Meta after the things that
And there's PC glass in it. So I can't move it because then you might hear and then it'll explode. Because the glass frame, when I took it out, it shattered and fell into the GPU.
never happened, allegedly. And let me tell you that they blew it out of the park with this one.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah, just gotta find something to wear.
What the fuck is he talking? What the fuck is he talking to? What is it? What is this? Is there a brain chip that he put in his head? Yeah. Yeah.
This one.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah, just gotta find something to wear.
Oh.
So in case you don't know, the metaverse was proposed as this virtual universe that would replace 2D profile pictures and video calls with 3D avatars and worlds. Like that one book that exists, I guess. That's definitely not just reskin VR technology because, you know,
No, and it's worse. It's worse reskinned VR technology. This right here reminds me of Poker Stars, where you just get digital currency and then you go gamble. And it's a fun game, but this looks like a worse version of VR poker.
definitely not just reskin VR technology because, you know, well, you could say, you can see, I actually have no fucking idea where this is going. Aside from the teasers just looking like a more boring VR chat, the biggest problem here was the complete lack of an actual vision, looking more like an hour of rambling about Mark's wet dream about the future. And in terms of wet dreams, I am thoroughly disappointed in him. I guess an out-of-touch reptile's fantasy of
Bro, but like, I do want to say, motherfuckers shit on Zuckerberg for this type of stuff where it's like, yo, what a dud idea. But like, Elon Musk does the same shit. The only thing is, he promises actual cool stuff and then never delivers. Like, Mark Zuckerberg, this is a really scary image.
the future is to fence a dude.
Okay. Mark Zuckerberg will promise, like, the metaverse, which is a boring idea, and then does it really bad. Elon has a plan, though, to go to Mars. No, he doesn't! No, he doesn't! No, he doesn't! No, he doesn't! I will say this a million times over and over again. Elon Musk is not bringing us to Mars. The only shit... humans on Mars. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. It will cost $1 trillion to go to Mars. We could go right now. We're not lacking the technological capability. It just costs a metric ass load of money. The only way you go to Mars with humans is A, if there is a financial reason to do so. of which there's none. It's a fantasy project for humans and billionaires. And even the billionaires can't afford it. The investors of Tesla, SpaceX, and all of its companies would never support the trillion-dollar expenditure to go to Mars. The only other way we go to Mars is if communists get involved. Because then it's a space race, and it's proving a point that capitalism beats out communism. We did it with the moon, and we would do it again with Mars if China or the Russians said they were going. That is the only way anyone in the United States will ever set foot on Mars in the next 30 years. So when he's like, yeah, by 2030 we'll be there, cap. If there was a cow sheet bet, I'm not saying this is financial advice, I would put everything I own that no human will step foot on Mars within the next 4 years. There's no chance. No chance.
With your $300 Meta Quest 2 headset.
But that's what I'm saying. Elon Musk promises like cool shit, doesn't deliver. Then Mark Zuckerberg gets shit on because he's promising like cool shit, and then it's just lame.
It would already be weird if any other company did this, but we really got the data breachers to lead this project. So, oh boy am I excited for the amount of ads in this one. Well, too bad they couldn't do that anyway because of just how lackluster the tech is. One interview had Zuck and the host in a virtual studio with about 6 polygons per character.
Do you have a favorite feature?
Check this out.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
So that's pretty neat.
This is
Did he actually do that? Did he give himself boobs?
Do you have a favorite feature?
Check this out.
Wow.
So that's pretty neat.
This is so freaking cool.
Ads for the metaverse couldn't
There's no way is that a real clip?
give their characters any legs. And the screenshots that Zuck would show on
Check this out. Gives himself like F-size boobs.
his Facebook were, With all these problems said, Meta still released their game, Meta Horizon Worlds, in December 2021, which lets you create your own worlds, play other people's worlds, and potentially earn money with their creator program. And when your billion-dollar game was literally just VR Roblox, it went just as well as you'd expect.
I shouldn't know anyone's age, but right as I walked in, a kid
The
said,
Soapstone Comedy Club.
"How did you know I was
How many slurs do you think were spewed on this stage?
10?" And his name was Baby Shark 2013.
Obviously,
90% children. That, and then like one guy that walks up on stage and just says the N-word.
things started off well due to curiosity, but both their player base and stock value would fall down a cliff for the next year because what the actual fuck is this? The experience would be fine as a free little
All right, you know, it'd be kind of funny. You know, like those comedy club video games where people come up and say like jokes kind of like that, but not on VR. You ever see the trend where like they'll do a game where they have to tell a joke and see if anybody laughs, and the kid will tell a joke, nobody laughs, and then the older brother will just say the same joke, and then everybody laughs, and the kid cries. It'd be like really funny to just do that in like Rec Room or like some shit. Like some random kid goes up on stage, says the worst knock joke, silence. You go up on stage next, just say the same fucking thing. Have like 10 of your friends in there and just have them cackle.
indie game in beta testing, but
Kid would crash out. You'd see his VR character go. He just starts shaking on mute.
this was a billion-dollar project meant to replace the internet, and $1 billion wasted on a goofy VR game that was buggy as hell, only attracted children, and still couldn't
Dude, is Meta Horizon not the thing where you could like buy property?
get their damn legs right. Like, damn, do y'all got a crush on Rec Room with the lack of legs in this game? And fun fact, they announced that legs would be added a whole year later, which was a lie because they were just motion tracked in post. Great job, guys. Maybe y'all should hire some actual VR devs instead of forcing random people to work for your vague tech fetish next time. Thanks. And you'd think their atrocious drop in stock value would stop them for good. But
Bro, you know the one company that's in the gutter right now? Ubisoft stock is down 94% in the last 5 years. If you had Ubisoft stock in 2021, that was worth $20 a share. Now it's worth $1. So if you put $1,000 in Ubisoft stock, you would have 50 now.
they still continue development for the next year, expanding their game
R6 got hacked. I mean, yeah, that's not the only reason it plummeted. That's a thing that started to downfall even more. But I mean, their stock's been going down every year.
To other countries and posting. And somehow, people still glaze this shit to oblivion, and they got a collab with a fast food restaurant for this.
And again, what Wendy's could sell in the metaverse is stuff they would never sell. I'm telling you right now, if Wendy's made a lewd avatar of the Wendy's girl, it would sell.
Yeah, surprise, surprise, despite Meta itself failing, the Metaverse remained enough of a buzzword in 2022 to 23 for other brands and tech bros to hop on the bandwagon. Most notably, our favorite child protection platform, Roblox, which hopped on this shit.
Roblox hopped on the Metaverse? I thought Roblox had its own VR platform.
All the way back in 2021 with this thing. And let me ask them, what the actual fuck were you guys trying to do here? Make yourself look more serious to investors? Bitch, look at the games in your front page! No amount of metaverse bullshit can fix that! And let's not even talk about the item shop, shall we? But somehow with all this,
Incredibly gassy.
they still got to host metaverse classics like Walmart Land.
Yo, bro, when you see that, yo, the amount of brands that make those fuck-ass games. Did I ever play one of those for a sponsor? I don't think I did, but I know so many streamers that do that shit, bro. They'll be like, yo, it's a sponsor today. We're going to be hopping on, like, the Walmart Fortnite server. And I'm like, yo, you just collect Walmart coins, and then you trade them in for Walmart merch. Like, it's the worst game ever made. I would rather play the preview ad of Top War on TikTok than fucking play this shit-ass, clearly just fully ad-driven game. Oh my god, it's so bad. Also, anybody else, side note, anybody else's TikTok just like fully broken? I know the sale with Oracle went through. I think since then, my TikTok has not worked once. It's like, you can't look up anything. I can't post. When I post, it doesn't post, and then it shows up an hour later, and it's not on my profile, but I see like 5 comments. Yo, I literally, like, I can't post. I can't post. I can barely watch. It's just broken. It's just broken. Mine's fine. Your For You page probably works, but if you actually try to use, like, other features of the app, like searching things and shit, it just doesn't work. It lags.
Land, Nike Land.
I don't know if they're transferring servers, but, like,
And
maybe it's just me. But I looked up, is TikTok down? And they have, like, 10,000 reports an hour.
Gucci
So,
Land.
Gucci Town.
Some advertising. This is Walmart. You see what you've done? You've turned a lifelong loyal customer into a pissed off Lego guy.
And one thing you may notice here is the abundance of clothing you can buy, which was part of a whole movement for digital fashion.
Would you buy clothes that don't exist?
Hell no, bro.
I mean, digital fashion is real in Roblox. I mean, the amount of people that own like $5,000, $10,000 skins. But, like, I don't think it works when actual brands enter it. You know what I mean? I think, like, part of the appeal to a expensive Roblox skin, or an expensive Roblox skin in general, is that it's not, like, Nike. It's just 5 early access Roblox skins that don't really have any existence now today. Yeah, it's like the CS market. You're providing a level of rarity.
Ridiculous.
But when you have like Balenciaga, yeah, or Nike release something, or like whatever any other brand is, it's just like, okay, anybody could buy this for $1.
And a bunch of other people think so too. But I guess they didn't get the memo since they still hosted a Metaverse Fashion Week in 2023. And
Powered by blockchain technologies, Metaverse...
Yo, you know the craziest shit now, and it's so normalized since Fortnite, because Fortnite normalized it. And I'm not necessarily complaining in the sense of like, oh, nobody should do this, because I obviously still buy Fortnite skins and like video game skins in general. Bro, it is so normal for a in-game video game skin to cost like $20 to $40 for one skin. Like, oh, knife in Valorant could cost $38. And you're like, that's worth it. It'd be 30% off because of the night market, and you go, that's a deal. What? And I'm sitting here talking like, I probably spent $300 in Marvel Rivals. You know, I'm buying every bundle for every character that I main. But, my God.
Fashion in spaces like
Decentraland
still require a huge amount of energy to run.
speed, I need this. My mom is kind of homeless. People paid real money for this, by the way. But by far, the most egregious scam of the metaverse was virtual land.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all are saying I'm crazy. Y'all are saying that I'm fucking talking about my ass. I said all I remember about the metaverse was like, oh, you can buy virtual property and like you can buy a house for IRL money.
Guys, real land has value because there's limited land. What
Oh, that's Atlas Earth? Wait, no, I think it's this too.
the fuck could virtual land be worth if the supply is infinite? But dumb things like logic are nonsense when you can buy NFTs on virtual land. Good golly, Miss Molly, that'll do the job.
Oh, the epic music.
Holy shit, yes!
Metaverse NFT room down.
Yes! That's exactly what I want in the metaverse. An NFT room for all my prize collections that would definitely also not go to shit. And side note, all this NFT land talk just reminded me of crypto land. Man, oh man, what a time it was, huh? And funnily enough, the least scammy of these virtual land projects was Atlas Earth, since you could earn money from it, but just very
Ooh. $0.0000044 a second. Wow. How much would that be a day? 0.123 4 5 6 7 8 4 5 6 7 8 4 times 86,400. You could earn 0.03 cents a day.
very slowly.
But for how much on Legendary? They pay Wait, when you buy a plot of land, you can unlock one of 4 rarities that pay different amounts of rent per second. What? But like, so if you buy a whole plot of land, that's all it generates?
Just very
That's so bad. In what world are you making money for that?
very slowly. At least the ads were some certified bangers.
Hey Mike, you also need to free Crypto Luigi. You need to play Atlas Earth mode that is in your phone. Then farm for some hours to get 10 Ethereum is what you need to free him. Then go to story mode and free him.
Did that just say you have to pay 10 Ethereum? Oh, you have to farm for hours to get 10 Ethereum. Yo, it is so much. 10 Ethereum. 10 ETH is like 20 grand. You're not getting 10 Ethereum for farming Atlas Earth for a few hours.
Some hours to get 10 Ethereum is what you need to free him. Then go to story mode and free him. Team, I recommend you to farm a lot of...
If you haven't noticed, almost every project I've mentioned has a different meaning of the metaverse. One group says it's multiplayer VR. Another group says it's multiplayer non-VR. Another group says it's single-player non-VR. And Cryptoland... yeah, let's just add NFTs for this bullshit. The gist here is that thanks to the billionaire alien, the metaverse had no concrete meaning. So every company trying to profit from the idea just went in random directions to see if they stuck. And spoiler alert, none of them did. Even when I bank valued the metaverse as a $13 trillion opportunity.
Dude, it's just the technology's not there. And people want to fast track the future so quick. And these companies want to promise the future more and more because it values their company higher. And so they just compete and then fail so often that they can't fucking, succeed on their promises. Like, something that's, I guess, future, that's cool now, that does exist, is silent raves. Do you know what a silent rave is, chat? That's cool future shit. You all wear headsets and you tap into a certain channel or whatever, and everybody is listening to the same thing, and it's like a rave in the same room, but everybody's wearing headsets. It's really cool. You could, like, take it off, and it's not stressful, and it's appealing to, like, a wide group of people. Like, that's cool. You know, if this becomes a video editor, throw up a fucking image or video of, like, a silent rave. Like, those are awesome.
Roblox.
But that's, like, doable now. Like, the metaverse and VR as a whole, like, it's not going to be where people want it to for another 30 years.
Quietly removed all talks of the metaverse.
Maybe not 30, but, like, 20. But even then, it's like nobody's putting it. If people really cared about VR, like, if there was a big enough audience for it, yeah, you could fast track VR, but nobody cares.
Metaverse. Metafluence lost over 99% of their value. All the scam projects got exposed, and Decentraland spent over $1 billion for a game with 40 active players. Going back to Meta, over 11...
I just don't understand where the $1 billion is going. You know what I mean? Like, whenever you see these price tags on things, I'm like, holy fuck. The only game that actually makes sense to cost $1 billion is GTA 6. And I heard that game cost like $2.8 billion. You hear that? Actually, let me look that up. How much did GTA 6 cost to make? The potential budget exceeds around $2 billion. That makes sense. That's a game. GTA 6 will make $1 billion in a day. So it's like, yeah, sure. But like, that's a hype game.
1,000 jobs and $100 billion research dollars went down the drain, with their stock even increasing when they announced spending cuts for the metaverse. Safe to say that by mid-2023, this shit was over. Especially when Zuck found a new tech fetish to obsess over, and that was AI. And unlike the metaverse, AI actually had a meaning and a purpose, with Meta stock becoming the highest it's ever been since they poured all their money into this technology instead. And I hope...
Yeah, but it is a bubble. Like, it's either gonna fucking pop or expand more. It's like, you know, it's banking on the AI being like long-term useful.
To God this bubble bursts too, because this is getting ridiculous. And I guess their final attempt at the metaverse was by Apple in 2024 with their Vision Pro. And
Chat, I got this ad the other day, and I gotta find it. I sent it in the mod group chat, and it pissed me off so much. Dude, this is crazy, chat. Like, I actually think you guys are gonna be shocked when you fucking see this. It's an ad I got on my For You page for an AI Charlie Kirk blanket. Oh my god, it is bad. Bad. Hold up. Like, why are they promoting this? $79 sold, by the way. 79 sold. 79 sold. Wait, look. And it doesn't even look like him. Who's buying that? Like, why? Like, it's a fucking low quality throw blanket that has an AI image of Charlie Kirk printed on it. Like, and they're selling that for $30. And one of them, he's like hugging Jesus. I'm like, this is just...
I'll give them credit for making actual dystopian tech that doesn't look goofy as fuck. But unfortunately, the only use for these $3,500 goggles is to pick up dust and make you look goofy in public. Not forgetting that one guy who vlogged himself wearing that shit right behind me while I was walking around SM Makati. Y'all gotta tell me what the name of his channel is so I can drop a big fat shit. I think it's safe to say that the metaverse is dead, at least for the foreseeable future. And there's one very clear reason why. No one even knew what the metaverse was, and it just ended up as a buzzword for virtual reality, kinda. Meta spent billions on it, only to deliver a subpar rec-
Yeah, the metaverse has basically just become like tech future
room with no purpose. And even when the red flags appeared, companies still gave it a chance and failed miserably. And you know what's funny? Someone on Twitter even compared Zuckerberg's billion-dollar vision to Fortnite. And just think about it. Virtual worlds, hundreds of 3D avatars, proximity chat, and even Ray Ami's on here. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Nah, that's starting to freak me out, bro. When I'm just like in a random video.
To Fortnite. And just think about it. Virtual worlds, hundreds of 3D avatars, proximity chat, and even...
Oh my god. Oh my god. That was when I was playing Fortnite Delulu mode and everybody was just saying the N-word right next to me. Oh my god, that was so bad.
$6 billion.
That was so bad. And then I did the Fortnite sponsor and everybody just kept adding me with the N-word hard R as their username and I had to cover my entire screen with like a black bar.
Other vision to Fortnite. And just think about it. Virtual worlds, hundreds of 3D avatars, proximity chat, and even Ray Ami.
Dude, that was bad. That was bad because I was like, okay, I just got to run away from them. Dude, it was, but like, I knew that was going to happen going into Delulu because I was like, I already saw clips people doing it. When I was playing that Roblox hide a body game and the 6'7" kid is just fucking spamming 6'7", 6'7", and then some character walks up to us, stops, and just starts screaming the N-word. Oh my god.
Is on here.
Yeah, Rupert.
I mean, what more could you ask for? With all the billions lost in this project, hopefully Zuckerberg and all the tech bros would finally learn their lesson once and for all.
Wow. I loved that video. W. Wiro. Wiro? I don't know how to say your name. Tech billionaires trying not to guzzle AI. No. All right, we gotta hop on the S&P.